Tesla demands statute of limitations on lying.
Yeah, this is amazing.
That moment, like, this is some supreme level gaslighting stuff right here. I didn't lie, but if I did, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it was a long time ago. Following a 2-year investigation, the California Department of Motor Vehicles is accusing Tesla of misleading advertising concerning its full self-driving feature, something that I'd like to point out that we were calling them on many years before the Department of Motor Vehicles brought it up. And Tesla thinks that delay for them to bring it up is a really big deal. Tesla argues that it relied on the assumption that the DMV tacitly accepted its marketing because Tesla started using the term full self-driving in 2016 and the DMV didn't act until 2021. Wow. Tesla also claims that California's false advertising rules for autonomous vehicles inappropriately restrict constitutionally protected speech that is truthful and non-misleading. So because no one called you on your bullshit for a long time, you should get off. Now, there are things that work that way. Like we had talked before about how, I believe this came up when we were talking about React streamers, where there are actually rules in place where if you know that someone is infringing your copyright,
you have to defend it.
And you intentionally allow them to continue to do it for a long time so that you can seek additional damages, that can blow up in your face, and you can lose that because you didn't do anything about it. But this is different. There is no increase in damages that the DMV is after. They're just saying you can't do that. I don't know. Maybe I actually don't know what damages they're after.
I have no idea.
Okay. Forget that. Huh, yeah. What would the difference be here? That's very interesting. Could they make the argument that they, didn't know or realize the extent of it? They needed to conduct their investigation. I think this is going to be an interesting one.
There is weird stuff because, like, do you remember that? I'm gonna offshoot here a little bit for a sec, but do you remember that whole thing where the Subway sandwiches were not actually a foot long, and they said that foot long was just like the name, not a descriptor, and all that kind of stuff? They ended up losing that, and they're an actual foot long now. So like there was a bunch of that going on at that time. If I remember correctly, there was like Fresh Never Frozen from some other place. I don't know if that's the exact tagline, but it was something along those lines. And
was that like, Tim Hortons?
Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't remember. It was one of them that was something like that. I don't remember if it was exactly that. Don't look too far into it. But they were like, yeah, 100% real Canadian beef, something like that, is also a company, not a tagline. Yeah, like that's crazy. It's like, that's the name of our company. That doesn't actually mean anything. It's like, okay, come on. Like this type of stuff is not, maybe that's the one I was thinking of. I don't know. But this type of stuff is not really super new, but it is definitely super BS.